Hi, it's me again. Now, in this third video, I want to explore something else. Because remember, I don't want you to become shark bait. I want to make sure that you turn your audience on. And that is how we can uncover what's called your it factor. That magical, special thing about you that people will find irresistible. Now, we're all familiar with the show American Idol. I mean, the show has been on for something like, what, 20 years or so? I mean, it's the show that changed the musical landscape forever. And what makes American Idol such a hit is because, for the most part, it gives folks who really never sang outside of their car, their shower, or their bedroom. It gave them an opportunity to become a household name. I mean, you have people up there, aspiring singers, who had an opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I should say, to compete for a recording contract. And more importantly, it gave them their shot at wealth and fame. I mean, when you think about some of the winners, I mean, we've got people who went on to become recording sensations, right? Kelly Clarkson, Jennifer Hudson, Carrie Underwood. Now, let me say this. The reason why I think those three in particular, as well as some others, maybe not to that level of stardom, but still, the reason why they were able to get their shot at fame and wealth and succeed and win and whatever word you want to use is because they tapped into, they embraced, and they leveraged their it factor. Their it factor, which is that special thing that you do that few others know how to do, because nobody can do it the way that you can do it. Are you with me? And when you tap into yours, I mean, when you really, really tap into it, I'm talking about blab it and grab it, be in it, walk in it, talk about it, showcase it. Oh my God. Big things can happen for you as well. Makes sense, right? Because when you tap into your it factor, holy cow, the sky's the limit. Woo-hoo. Yeah. So suffice it to say, when you can literally walk in your it factor, it allows you to have the strongest service brand or personal brand possible. So let's unpack this a bit. Here's my question. My question is, what makes you great? When do you shine? When do you sparkle? When do you radiate the brightest? What is that special thing that you do, the way you go about doing it, that truly makes you unique, that is going to give you an edge in the marketplace? I want you to think about that. Perhaps it's in the way that you serve your clients. Maybe it's the way that you deliver outcomes unlike nobody else. Maybe there's something about who you are as a leader. Maybe there's something about how you think, how you solve, how you follow up. I mean, there's so many personal qualities that I'm asking you to start thinking about, because if you truly want to stand out, get noticed, and be remembered, so you have to be unique in that regard to be rewarded for your individuality, you must unpack your it factor, okay? You know, in my case, when it came to branding myself, and I'll share this with you on a personal note, it really meant me nailing down, aside from my skill sets, what made me most interesting, engaging, and compelling. And more importantly, I should say best of all, what made me a maverick. Because we all have something that deviates us from the norm. And so I did not want to appear, meaning sound like and show up like other so-called branding gurus, which meant that I had to choose to lead and not follow. I had to make the decision to shuffle the deck and turn the tables in my field. Now, I'm just talking about myself here for a second, because in this whole thing about uncovering your it factor, it may also have to do with where you are spiritually. Now, again, my spirituality respects your spirituality, your spiritual beliefs, whatever they may be. But here's my point. And I'm speaking to you as a fellow service-based entrepreneur, because for most of us who are offering any kind of expertise, there is something noble about the work that we do. Wouldn't you agree? You're just not out there servicing clients to fix something, solve something. No, it's often quite deeper than that. And so in my case, I had to do what? I had to find and activate my spiritual calling, which became to preach and teach the gospel of big branding. Now, big picture here, I'm asking you to think of yourself in a bigger realm here. I want you to think about you wanting to have the biggest impact that you possibly can on the people that you're being called to serve, which requires you to embrace, again, I'm outside of your skill sets right now, to embrace your individuality. Because when you can embrace your individuality, it allows you to do what? It allows you to amplify your uniqueness. It allows you to magnify your impact, because you are now in the best position to convey to your target audience how you are different and why you are among the best at what you do, so that the work that you are being called to do can bless and benefit the people at the level that you wish to. Okay? You with me? Now, I can go much further, much deeper on this topic, because in a nutshell, what I'm talking about is your zone of genius. You got to tap into your zone of genius, because that's where your it factor is, because it all evolves around that one thing that you excel at doing, that comes easy to you, that probably only you can really provide, that allows you to be among the best of the best, that few others really know how to do, because no one has your zone of genius. And if other people in your field tried to compete with you, they would probably find it hard to do, because nobody can do it the way you can do it. And so at the end of the day, you've got to pivot your brand around that, okay? So that's the whole gist of this video. But listen, again, if you want to brainstorm with me about zone of genius, tapping into your it factor, if you have any questions about how to uncover it, hit the link below, excuse me, and let's set up a time to Zoom for an hour, and we can get deep into it, my friend. Okay? Until then, take care. Love you much.